I'm Peter from the Parex Group, and today we're going to talk about tiling. It's important to remember three things when tiling. That's making sure we're using the right primer for the situation. We're going to make sure we use the right adhesive, making sure it's compatible with both the substrate we're going over and also the tiles that we're using. We're also going to pick the right size notch route to make sure we get an even, adequate bed depth. Before we start the tile installation, it's critical to make sure the right surface preparation is being carried out. Ensure the area is free from dust and other contaminants, and then go ahead with a suitable primer. Now that our surface preparation and our priming has been completed, we're going to go ahead to mix our adhesive. We're always going to add the powder to the liquid, and we're going to use an electric drill to get a nice, even, smooth consistency. You can continue to add more powder or liquid until you achieve the right consistency. Now that we've carried out all our surface preparation, we've primed the substrate, we've mixed our adhesive, it's time to start laying tiles. When applying the adhesive, it's always better to have a little bit more than not enough. It'll make it a lot easier to trowel and also a lot better coverage on the back of the tiles. We're going to use our notch trowel to spread the glue nice and evenly. This will make not only our tile installation go a lot smoother, because we have nice even beds to work with, but it'll also help create a nice uniform coverage on the back of the tile. Now we're going to rub the tile into position, going adjacent to the notches we just made to ensure correct coverage. Continue to rub the corners down until you have a nice flush finish with the tile next to it. Do you want to use your spacers to ensure straight grout lines and even joint size. When tiling, make sure that you have this tile perfectly in position before we measure this one. Always measure twice, cut once. Once you've accurately marked your tile, use a tile cutter to make the cut. So we've made sure all the adhesive is fully cured. We've made sure all the joints are nice and clean and free of dust and old adhesives. We've also pulled out all the spacer lugs and any other contaminants. So now we're ready to start grouting. We've mixed our grout so it's a nice pliable mixture. As you can see here, it's nice and soft and easily worked into the joint. So what we're going to do is we're going to rub the tile in a diagonal motion, making sure that the grout is pushed right down into the joint. We don't want any skimming or any bridging on top of the joint. With joints like these against the wall, instead of using grout, we're going to use a silicone so it's able to absorb some movement. Once the grout's set firmly in the joint, we can start our wash off. Our first wash should be done in a circular motion to ensure the joints stay full. Once we've created these smooth joints, we'll wipe one section at a time, removing the last bit of haze.